So why does semen retention accelerate the law of attraction? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the identity loop. Most people are completely unaware about this, but the identity loop actually determines what you see in your life. It determines whether the law of attraction is working for you or whether you are working for the law of attraction. I'll be sharing with you the difference between wanting and being, and why when you want something, it actually grows the distance between you actually getting it. And then why semen retention is critical to accelerating your progress and how it gives you the ability to shift from wanting into being. Okay? Now, first and foremost is the identity loop. Okay? Who you are right now is a combination of how you think, how you feel, and how you act. Okay? More often than not, your thought leads to a choice. Your choice leads to a behavior. Your behavior leads to an experience, of which the end result is an emotion, which determines how you feel, which then feeds back into the thought. Okay? So that is your vibration, and your vibe creates your life. Most people, they come into the law of attraction. They believe that all they have to do is think about what they want and then they'll get it. But that is only the first level of your identity, what you think. If that thought does not lead to a choice, if that choice does not lead to a behavior, if that behavior does not lead to an experience which leads to an emotion, then you are not fulfilling the identity loop. You are not truly being the type of person who deserves what it is that you seek to create, right? So we have to make sure that our thoughts are in alignment with our behaviors, which are in alignment with our emotions. And once these three things are in alignment, only then do we create the results that we want. Understand that the results you have right now, like look around your life right now, look around where you are, that is in resonance with who you are, okay? The universe does not care about what you want. The universe only reflects who you are right now. Reality is literally a mirror, right? We try to change the reflection, but if we can only take charge of the image, how we think, how we feel, how we act, right? Only then can we change the reflection. Otherwise, we're just chasing an illusion, okay? Now, understand the difference between wanting and being, right? So when you want something, when you really, really want something, you're vibrating at the frequency of wanting it, right? So your vibration is wanting it, wanting it, wanting it. All that does is create more want, more want. The universe responds to that by giving you a situation in which you actually want that thing, right? So when you want something, all the universe can give you is a situation which makes you crave that thing even more, right? So the way to move from wanting into being is to raise your vibration before the environment, right? This is the secret of the game changers, of the history makers, of the world builders who did not allow their environment to dictate their vibration, right? They were not thermometers, they were thermostats, right? They dictated the environment based on their vibration. They were able to embody the frequency of what they wanted or what they seek to create before they actually saw evidence in the environment, right? So the way this works is, and why semen retention is essential for it, is because in order for you to create the life that you seek to create, you have to raise the frequency of your vibration to the level of what it is that you seek to create, right? So right now you might be in a certain situation, you're like, shit, I can't pay the bills. I'm completely tired all the time. I can't get out of my box that I'm in right now, and I want to create these results right now. But understand, first step is to let go of the want, right? Because the more you want something, the more you are sending the signal that you don't have it, and the more that situation will be created in your life, right? So the reason semen retention is so important is because semen is the source of your creative energy, right? When you're trapped in your current reality and you make excuses, you blame outside circumstances, you have a story for why you are the place that you are, it was because of this, it was because of that, then you are giving up your responsibility, you're letting go of your own personal power to actually create that change, right? But when you take back your creative energy, then you have something inside of you to actually create something that's beyond the environment that you are in right now, okay? If you can retain that creative energy and channel it throughout your body to really get clear on the picture, on the vision that you seek to create, and go through that visualization as if you are actually experiencing it right now, then you will signal your vibration before the environment, right? So you will raise your vibration, because your thoughts basically send out an electric signal to the quantum field, right? The quantum field is basically everything that ever is, was, or can be. So the pure potential. Your thoughts send out the electrical signal, right? And then your emotions send out a magnetic signal, which then draws those events back to you. So if you can raise the frequency of your thoughts and paint a picture in your head that directly reflects the reality that you seek to create, and then experience the emotions associated with that reality before it actually takes place in your environment, then you are literally signaling reality, okay? You are the thermostat, because you are dictating the way that the environment plays out. Of course, it will not happen instantly, right? Because reality is like a resin, it's thick, it's like gonna take some time to like mold into the vibration that you are already at, right? So if you can just do this every single day, consistency is key at the end of the day. If you do it once and then not do it again, don't expect it to actually create the results in your life. But if you can really channel that creative energy, which can only start when you actually practice semen retention, because that is the source of your creative energy. But if you can really retain that and channel it into creating this crystal clear vision in your head of what it is that you seek to create in your life, and experience that vision like it's real, like the more detail you can add to it, the more senses you can add to it, the more you can begin to really feel that creation right now, then you will literally be signaling not only the neurons in your brain to be a map to the future, as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say, rather than a record of the past. You're literally rewiring your brain in according to this experience, which is taking place in your creative imagination, right? But you will literally be sending epigenetic signals to your genes as well, whereby you will literally be changing your biology. Okay, so this is the magical power of your creative imagination, which is only fueled by your seed, right? So it starts with that. That's why I go on and on about it. But understand that the law of attraction is really the law of resonance, right? I had a couple of people comment on my previous videos, and they were talking about how law of attraction is a scam. But those are the people that do not take responsibility for themselves, right? They are still caught up in that victim consciousness. And if you are caught up in that victim consciousness, whereby you have a story, you have a reason, you have an excuse, you have some blame on a factor outside of you on why you are the place that you are, then this is definitely, everything that I just said goes out the window, because it really starts with taking responsibility for where you are. And of course, retaining your seed gives you more of the power of your ability to be a creator in your life rather than a victim. So it goes back to that, right, which is the topic of this video as well. But really, if you can begin to retain that creative energy and take back your power and take back responsibility and understand that you are the cause for all the effects in your life, and begin to signal the environment signal your body before the environment, right? That's what all the great people did. Mahatma Gandhi had the non-violent revolution. He fucking took down the entire British Empire, which was at its peak at that time, without even putting any violence out there, right? Obviously, Alexander the Great had a vision in his head of conquering the known world before he actually did it, right? Anyone who ever did something great, they had some expectation, they felt worthy of it before they created it, right? When you're still trapped in that wanting paradigm, then you're not worthy of it, and you're only emphasizing the fact that you won't get it because you want it even more, right? So if you can really begin experiencing that you are it, that you are already at that level, then you will be accelerating the results of law of attraction that much faster. And it starts with retaining your creative energy, channeling it, creating that vision, experiencing that vision. And if you just do that again and again and again, consistency, it compounds. Eventually, the reality will have no choice but to bend in reflection to your vibration. Okay, so leave a comment below letting me know your number one takeaway from this video, but I hope that it has been helpful for you. This has been Mo, and I will see you in the next video.